Usually when you think of recipes with broccoli, you think of it steamed and roasted, but I'm here to show you that broccoli is fantastic eaten raw in a salad. So this is my broccoli salad with an avocado dressing. It is so delicious. So into a small food processor, I'm going to add some avocado. Now, when avocado is not in season or really expensive, this is a fantastic substitute to have on standby. I've just defrosted it slightly and you can see they keep their vibrant green colour. I'm going to add half a packet to my small food processor, along with some garlic, just half a clove of garlic for this dressing. I don't want it to overpower, and give that a fine grate so we don't get big chunks of garlic in our dressing. Into that we need some vinegar, so some red wine vinegar, apple cider vinegar, pop that in, along with a pinch of salt and freshly cracked pepper. And because avocado is so creamy and lush, you don't need too much extra virgin olive oil, just a small drizzle, just to bring everything together. Now I want this to be vibrant green, so I'm going to add some fresh herbs. So a combination of basil, and we'll just pick off some of the leaves. One stalk should be plenty, and the rest I can add to the salad, along with some parsley, so 2 stalks of parsley, and we'll just tear that off. And you can add some of the stalk with the parsley because there's so much flavour in the stalk. Great, lid can now go on, and we're going to blend that until it's really smooth and creamy. All right, that looks good. This is the consistency that I'm after. See how it's quite smooth, so glossy. That in itself, almost served as a dip, is so good too. And for the broccoli, now you can see that it's a really fresh piece of broccoli. Now usually you would cut this here and just throw this in the bin, but don't, because there's so much flavour in here. You just need to give it a little love by just cutting away the outside, and then inside, this sweet stalk is just so good for a crunchy texture in the salad. So we're just going to cut them into strips, straight down. So nice small bits of the stalk into our bowl. We're not going to forget the head of the broccoli, and this we can be really rough with it, so just shredding that broccoli. Now because we're serving it raw, you don't want big chunks in it, so just cut it down one way so they almost look like broccoli steaks. And then we're going to cut it the other way. So turn it around and then just run your knife through it one more time. So we've got those little pieces into the bowl. You can see just one head of broccoli makes quite a substantial amount here. Back to our herbs. So I don't want to waste these herbs. We're going to use them. So a little bit more of our basil and some parsley, another few sprigs. And instead of chopping these, I'm just going to tear them straight into our bowl. I love the smell of fresh herbs for this style of salad. Now I want some sweetness to go with this, so I'm using some cranberries. You could use some sultanas or raisins, equally as delicious. We'll just sprinkle them in. And pistachios, just to keep with that green theme, we'll pop them onto the board and we can chop them. Now, if you can be bothered, I would highly recommend just toasting them in a pan or in the oven to really get as much flavour out of the pistachios as possible. I did this recipe the other day with walnuts, also a fantastic option if you want that crunch in there. So use what you have at home. All right, in they go. And for a mild onion flavour, some spring onions, so 2 or 3 spring onions, and we'll just cut them into rounds. And we just want the light and white part of the spring onion, and they can go in. And for the dressing, so we're just going to pour that over the broccoli. Just add half of it. I'm going to mix it and see if it needs some more. Always better with dressings to go less, taste and add, because you can't take it out. So we'll just coat everything in it. This is one of those salads that needs a lot of dressing, so I'm more inclined to have a look at that and see, yep, needs a little bit more, because I want to taste the avocado as much as the broccoli. So some more and another toss. Okay, That's looking good. And the rest of this doesn't get wasted. You just pop it into a little jar, into the fridge. Tomorrow, if you've got a tuna salad, you can add it to it. Absolutely delicious. Okay, let's plate this up. Nice black plate for this. And we're just going to serve this, not one portion, but a big portion for everyone to share. And we'll just mound that in the center. And to give this a little bit of piquancy, I love the addition of some pecorino cheese. You could use some Parmesan if you like, even salted ricotta if you can get your hands on that. So this is just a really nice touch. I actually remember tasting something like this in a restaurant once and I thought it was just so nice. It just gives that element of savouriness, saltiness without overpowering. There you go. That is a healthy salad that is super delicious. Usually you don't put those words together, but it really works. And that avocado dressing, well, once you've tried it, you'll be addicted to it. You'll be adding it to all your salads.